If you're planning a trip to St Lucia and wondering if it's really worth visiting, my answer is simply absolutely. Before traveling here, we had so many questions. What's the best time to visit? I spent so much time doing a lot of research, so I'm going to help you here and give you a lot of details so you don't have to do all that. Should we rent a car? Where should we stay? Is it expensive? Can you experience luxury without spending thousands of pounds? All these questions, I did a lot of research and now I can tell you about it. After spending a week exploring the incredible island, I can honestly say that St Lucia exceeded every expectation. The scenery, the people, the food, the culture, everything felt magical. So in this video, I will share everything we learned before and during our trip to help you plan yours, whether you're traveling on a budget or looking for a luxury escape. So let's begin this journey. Getting to St Lucia. We traveled from London, and one of the best things is that there are direct flights taking around 8 hours, making St Lucia one of the easiest Caribbean islands to reach from the UK. The flight actually passed quickly than we expected. We had a lot of entertainment, plenty of movies, TV shows, games, and even live flight tracker. One tip though, bring an extra jumper. The air conditioning was on all the time. It can get surprisingly chilled. You will thank me later, trust me. When is the best time to visit? We visited in May, right at the end of the dry season. Personally, I think it was a fantastic time to visit. The days were warm, sunny, and perfect for exploration. While most evenings we had a little rain overnight or early in the morning, it actually kept everything beautiful, green, without interrupting our plans. The only exception was our final day, when it rained heavily almost all day. Honestly, many of the outdoor activities wouldn't have been possible in that weather. So if you're looking for the best chance of sunshine, I would recommend traveling before June. However, if you like slightly cheaper flights and accommodation and don't mind the occasional tropical shower, or some days maybe with rain, you can also go on in June or after June. Before traveling to St Lucia, there was so much information that bringing a drone could be a problem, but honestly we had no issue at all. We brought our drone, use it responsibly, and allow us to capture some incredible views of the amazing island. One tip for your arrival: complete the electronic immigration form online before your flight. You can also fill it in a paper form on the plane or use it internet kiosk at the airport, but means spending extra time after landing. Doing it online beforehand makes the arrival process much smoother. Before you travel, I would definitely recommend organizing your internet. We bought an eSIM before arriving. It wasn't the cheapest option, but having internet throughout the trip made everything so much easier. Do you need cash? Almost everywhere they accepted card payments, including restaurants, supermarkets, and attractions. Should you rent a car? This is probably the biggest question people ask before visiting St Lucia. Before we arrived, we read a lot of comments saying the roads were dangerous, the tourists shouldn't drive. It is true, the roads are steep. Honestly, renting a car completely transformed our holiday. Instead of only seeing the tourist attractions, we drove through local villages, discovered incredible viewpoints, and experienced everyday island life. One evening while driving back through the rainforest, the tropical birds were so loud that we could barely hear our own car. It's one of those travel memories we will never forget. So the question is also, where would you stay? So this depends entirely on the type of holiday you're looking for. The north of St Lucia is ideal if you want to enjoy restaurants, bars, shopping, larger hotels, and easy access to beaches. If you want to enjoy nightlife and having everything close by, this is a great option. The west coast, especially around Margot Bay and Soufrière, is where you will find many of the island's most famous attractions. For example, the pitons, the sulfur springs, tap pool, natural tray, beautiful waterfalls, luxury resorts, boat tours, amazing snorkeling. So that is the part you should stay. The east coast is much quieter, less developed, and perfect if you are looking for a complete relaxation surrounded by nature. We stayed at Margot Palms Luxury Caribbean Apartment Suite overlooking beautiful Margot Bay. It was an amazing experience and honestly became one of our favorite parts of the holiday. Every morning we had breakfast included and we'd sit on the terrace listening to the tropical birds while overlooking the bay. It was peaceful, relaxing, and exactly what we hoped for. One thing that made our stay even more memorable was that the owner encouraged us to pick the fresh mangoes from the garden, and trust me, we ate so many. Those moments ended up becoming some of my favorite memories. Now, if you're looking for a true luxury escape and budget isn't a concern, St Lucia has some of the most spectacular hotels in the Caribbean. For example, Jade Mountain is world famous and its infinite pool overlooking the Pitons. Ladera Resort offers incredible open air suites and with breathtaking mountain views. The Sugar Beach sits between the Pitons and one of the island's most beautiful beaches. These resorts are absolutely stunning. They're definitely bucket list hotel, but also come with a premium price. For us, Margot Palms offer a perfect balance between luxury, comfort, and incredible value. And I will tell you also, if you're still interested to visit and see these places without spending £9,000 or for those hotels, then I can tell you a little bit further some information on how to do that. Now that you know how to get here, where to stay and whether to rent a car, let's discover the experiences that made us fall in love with St Lucia. Also, I will make another video sharing the best restaurants we discover on the island. Honestly, those restaurants made the whole experience even more special, so please subscribe. I'm traveling to destinations around the world to show you you don't always need a huge budget to enjoy luxury experiences, incredible culture, and unforgettable adventures. So if that's your kind of travel, I would love to have you here. Subscribe for more travel guidance like this. So let's start with activities. Number one is the full day boat tour. Now, it wasn't the cheapest. We paid around £100 per person. And I could only recommend one activity in St Lucia, this was a very incredible experience. Seeing St Lucia from the sea gives us a completely different perspective. During our tour, we stopped at the famous sulfur springs. Apparently, it's very fantastic for your skin. Our trip afterwards, we visited one of the island waterfalls where we cooled off surrounded by tropical rainforest. Lunch was included, making the entire day stress-free. For us, this excursion had everything: adventure, nature, culture, amazing scenery, great food, and unforgettable memories. Snorkeling is another activity. It's about £60 per person. We absolutely loved snorkeling, and it was worth every penny. Caribbean water here is incredible clear. Even if you've never snorkeled before, it's a fantastic place to start. Swimming above the colorful tropical fish surrounded by crystal clear water was such a peaceful experience. Most tours include all the equipment, making it easy activity to add to your itinerary. The next activity was the Pet Pool Nature Trail. So we drove there, we parked the car, and then there was somebody there looking after our car, and we paid around $10 per person. The place was completely beautiful. The walk itself wasn't difficult. It was quite short, but at the top it was amazing. Standing there overlooking the Pitons, the Caribbean Sea, and the surrounding mountains felt honestly unreal. We had a small drone, so we used that, and it was very, very nice. One of the biggest thing we learned during the trip is that St Lucia works for almost every budget. Yes, they have luxury resort where you can spend thousands of pounds in just for a couple of nights, but you don't have to. By staying somewhere incredible with an incredible view, renting a car, exploring local villages, and choosing a few unforgettable excursions, we experienced what felt like a luxury holiday without paying luxury prices, because luxury isn't always about spending more. Sometimes it's enjoying breakfast on the terrace while listening to the tropical birds, watching the sunrise over Margot Bay, picking fresh mangoes straight from the garden, driving through villages and experiencing the real St Lucia. So as I was telling you, I will leave all the links in the description below for our accommodation, the boat tour, snorkeling, pet pole, nature trail, everything else that I mentioned. Much for watching. If you enjoyed the guide, please give us a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, where I'll be sharing the incredible restaurant and our St Lucia experience even more unforgettable.